Hey, happy Monday morning. Rise and shine. Enjoy a cup of coffee or your favorite morning brew with me. Let's go. Put a smile on your face. It's a brand new work week, and God bless all of you. Uh, I had a fairly nice weekend. Didn't do too much anything. I did my road tripping around with me and Sir Prince, my little sheltie here, and I went to the Goodwill store and dropped off some stuff that we don't use anymore. And what else did I do? I went to Boyer's. I got my porterhouse steak that was on sale for $4.97 a pound, and I bought some lobster tail. I was hoping to get. Usually, once in a while, Boyer's they have these little 4-ounce lobster tails. Well, I was hoping to get them with my porterhouse steak. Well, let me tell you, nah, it didn't happen. Because the 4-ounce lobster tails, the little ones, when they have them, and I guess that's a sale item, all right? You can go in there and pick them up for, let's say, $5, whatever. They're frozen, And my idea was to have this porterhouse steak. 2 of them I bought, one for me and one for her, and to get these baby lobster tails and do like a surf and turf out on a grill. Well, everything went as planned, and as we progressed during the day, when I went to Boyer's, I picked up the steaks. Well, the lobster tails turned out to be the 7/8 ounces at $11 a piece. So $22 for 2 lobster tails, and let's say $5 each, a little bit over $5 per steak. So that's what we had for dinner, and I had a nice little toss salad with it, and it was all good. I just wasn't planning on spending that much money. Okay, and 7-8 ounces of lobster tail. That's a lot of meat. That really is. I couldn't eat it all. I plated it up on a plate for myself and for Carol after I grilled them. Steaks, anyway. I grilled out on the Weber kettle charcoal grill, and she broiled the lobster tails over here in the oven, and they turned out real nice. And I bought a whole lemon, and I over the lobster tails, and then we slathered it with butter, of course, And I had that, and I had my healthy cranberry juice with no sugar added, Ocean Spray. Boy, that was talk about a liquid sweet tart. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just babbling. Nothing is scripted on my YouTube videos, all right? I just talk as we have our coffee. I visualize that I'm looking at you, and you're waking up and you're having a bad hair day, and you have your coffee in front of you, and you're drinking your coffee, and maybe your morning newspaper is over here, and you're listening to me babble on as you're reading your paper. Well, that's okay. It's always good to have coffee with friends. And by the way, speaking of friends, I got to tell you, I got a couple of messages on Messenger from some dear friends that wanted to, ask for a friend request, and I said, "Do I know you?" And as it turns out, I used to be in this community. It was called 50 and Over RVers. All right, a great community. It really is. And recently, I got kicked off. I'd say probably within the last month, I got kicked off of or kicked out of the community because one of the admins, and I think they change admins like once a month. Everybody gets their spot to police what's being said, and they got their rules and regulations. I understand that they don't want to have people swearing at one another if they disagree with their opinions. But this one lady, she got in touch with me, and she basically blocked me. And I said, whoa, oh, did I do something wrong? And she said, yes, you did. We had a lot of complaints on you, Ralph. And I said, you did? For what? For selling your cannabis oil. I said, pardon me? This, whatever, the CBC cannabis oil, or the big rave that's going around now, right? I said, well, let me tell you something, ma'am. And I was very nice with her. I said, you're mistaking me for somebody else, or somebody's mistaking me for somebody else. And she said, well, I'm out in the city right now. And I pulled up a profile afterwards. She said, I'm out in the city right now. When I get back into town, I will check on the posting and send it to you. I said, you do that, please. So 4, 5, 6 hours later, I didn't hear from this lady. And I got back to her. And, oh, imagine that. She gets back to me and says, yeah, I was looking for the postings, but I can't find them. I said, because there aren't any. There's nothing of me. I said, you have me mixed up with somebody else, man. And her profile said that she was from, the UK or something. And who knows, right? You know, anybody can put anything on YouTube saying where they're from, what they do, whatever. So, anyway, I said to some of these people, I said, I think this lady was just having a bad day, and I was it, you know. So, she couldn't find anything on this so-called cannabis oil, or whatever the hell it is, excuse my French, whatever it is that this person was supposedly selling, and either using my name or coming close to my name. Now, how do you come close to a name that's that long, the last name? And there aren't that many Ralphs out there. Come on, really? So, I said, I've been in the community for quite a while, and I've got a lot of friends. I said, the only thing I do good morning videos from YouTube. And at that point, I had already made a video, and I sent it out, all right? And I sent it out to the 50 and over club. And when she got my text, it's like the YouTube and the text passed one another, right? It all just lined up. And it got blasted on the 50 and over RVers. And then she seen that and she goes, you're right. I see the 50 and over YouTube RVers that you made, and now you will be deleted. Click. No ifs, ands, or buts. She didn't even give me a chance to, well, wait a minute, let me explain something to you. You know, maybe you've seen this, the timing wasn't right, but I wasn't trying to overstep her bounds or trying to be a smart ass. Because guaranteed that's what it looked like. It kind of looked like, well, I'll show you kind of thing. And that wasn't what was meant to happen. But it happened that way. And so I guess what I'm getting down to is these friends, and I'm friends with them now on Facebook and on YouTube. And I told them, I said, you know, I miss the community dearly. I really had a good time with them because we'd always have our good morning coffee together. And some of these RVers in this community, they're retired people, and they're all by themselves in their motorhomes or campers and traveling the United States and all that. And I can understand. They want to get up in the morning and they want to interact with somebody. So I'm the person, you know. Even though it's a video, you know, they could be sitting there having their coffee and, you know, actually talking or listening to a human being, and they're understanding that, hey, he's talking to me. And yes, I'm talking to you, you know. And I let them all know that, hey, I sincerely appreciate everything and how you're getting in touch with me. I've had some people get in touch with me and said, we really miss you. You know, there's a lot of people on 50 and over that really miss you. Well, I miss you too, but if I'm blocked, I'm sorry, I can't do nothing about it. The only thing I can do, and I've told them through the text, that if you subscribed to my YouTube channel, and most of them said, yeah, we have. I said, do yourself a favor. Make sure you hit that little button there, or the bell, because then you'll be nudged every time I make a video, you know. You'll be reminded. Because everybody has hustle bustle days. They forget to go and look for the old guy that's doing a good morning video. Who cares, really? Who am I? But that's it. That's all I had to say about that. And I've been babbling out for 10 minutes and 48 seconds. So I hope you all have a great day today. I got my physical therapy today. As you can see, I'm getting better and better. My slurring is slowly going away. My therapist, my speech therapist, she told me last week, she goes, Ralph, it'll take time. Let it do its course, and be good to yourself every now and then. If you're tired and you got to take a nap, take a nap. Like yesterday, I was tired sitting here, and I noticed that after I had this mini stroke, I get tired real easy. You know, I'm not the Ralph I used to be. Okay, I'm starting to get comfortable with who I am, but it was scary for a while there. I just wasn't. I wasn't on top of my game. Let me put down some coffee. I don't wish this. And my one doctor doesn't like that I say this. I don't wish this mini stroke on anybody, because his name's Colby. I won't give you his last name, but he said, and I think I told you this. He said, "What did you say?" Because some of the other doctors I see, and I have many right now. Oh, man, do I have? I got people. Some of these doctors said, "Ralph, you had a mini stroke," and I told this specialist, this Colby. And he said, "What did you say?" I said, "I had a mini stroke." He goes, "No, you didn't. There is no such thing as a mini stroke." And I kind of backed up and looked, and Carol was sitting there, and she was, "What?" And he's right. And he went, "Let me tell you something. A stroke is a stroke is a stroke. I don't care how severe it is or how minor it is. They have no right to call it less of a stroke than, big stroke." And they're right. My brother Raymond and he's fighting. He really is, and he goes for therapy daily. He goes down to like the YMCA, and he does water therapy, and he lost the ability to use one of his arms, and that I'm lucky at. But him and me have talked, and he knows what I'm going through. And I never appreciated what he was going through until I had this, There were times that I thought, wow, come on, Raymond, get it together. No, 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 no. He's a lot slower now, and I guess I am too, to a point, There's things I do around the house here that I don't get them done as quick as I would have, okay? But as I said, I'm getting better every day, knock on wood, thank the good Lord. I'm doing what I'm told to do. One of the doctors said, "Ralph, just be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself." And what she meant by that is, when you're tired, go lay down. Take a nap. Don't fight it. Because for a while there, I was fighting it. It was like, man, I'm tired, but it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 4 o'clock, But now, like yesterday, I got tired, and we were sitting here at the counter watching TV, and I said, I got to go lay down. And I laid down, and now the one doctor said, be kind to yourself, go take a nap. But don't sleep all day, You want to take an hour power nap or hour and a half, go ahead, but just don't lay around. So, and that's what I do. I'll lay down there and I'll doze in and out, and and I'll get up and it makes a world of difference. And you people that have had strokes or have been through what I'm going through, you can appreciate, and now hopefully you understand what I'm saying. And if you do, comment on this for other people that are watching this to understand this, or send me a private message, okay? So that's all I have to say on that. We got a lot of snow coming in tomorrow, all right? Over here in central Pennsylvania. Just blurped up, we got upwards of 4 inches of snow, and that's a lot of snow for this area. I mean, we've had more than that, but tomorrow, and it's going to be a cold week. You know, I was down yesterday afternoon in my basement, cellar, whatever you call it in your neck of the woods, and I checked my oil tank, and I got a little bit over a half tank of oil, all right? And I just had my propane filled up. I have a propane fireplace. That I usually use as a supplement. But my oil tank, since I've acquired the oil furnace, I've made sure that once I get at that half level, I call up the oil company and I have them fill it. I don't go below a half, all right? Because you never know. And we got this Arctic cold, there it is. The Arctic cold deep freeze coming up through the northeast. And I know my oil furnace will be kicking butt. So I'll probably end up calling my oil guy up this week sometime and telling him to come over and top it off. That way I'll have it. I'll get another, let's say 200 gallons, I guess, you know, because I think I have a 275-gallon tank in my cellar. So you guys have a great day today, and you RVers out there, RVers, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself here. You have a great day today. Make sure your pipes are wrapped if you're out in the cold weather, and have a great day, and God, I miss you guys. I really do. I miss the RV life, but it's coming up. Come April sometime, I'll be out at King Nummy, the good Lord willing, and I'll be opening up my happy place. So I'll talk to all you guys later on. Have a great day today. Thank you, God, for another day on earth, because we are not guaranteed tomorrow. And pray to your God for peace on earth. And speaking about not being guaranteed tomorrow, before I say my goodbyes to my friends, I had a dear friend of mine get in touch with me yesterday, and his wife, she lost her battle with cancer, and if you can, just say prayers for one of my friends and his wife. That's all I'll say, because he probably wouldn't want me to mention his name, okay? But I worked with him for many, many years. And sometimes we're not dealt the lucky cards. And it really makes me think, because I worked with this gentleman for 14 plus years. I'd see him every day. I spent more time with him than he spent with his wife, and I spent with Carol. And you guys and ladies understand that when you're doing 7-8 hours a day plus, you spend more time with your coworkers than you do your family. And he retired 3 years ago. He retired early, but he retired, all right? He was up in his late 50s. Yeah, he was setting everything up for him and his wife. And she was a nice lady. She really was. And he lost her yesterday. It's not fair. All right. God bless you guys. Oh, excuse me. Went down the wrong pipe. But I'll talk to you later. Okay? Keep on smiling. God bless you. Cheers.